Welcome to Coco UNCUT episode 2. Today's episode is brought to you in conjunction with Off the Rails Restaurant in Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight. I'm very grateful for their support, and in return I'm a big believer in supporting local independent businesses. So thank you. Today's topic I want to talk about is why so many people are failing to get lean. This is one of the biggest things I see in fitness, and it affects beginners, people who have trained for years, and people who genuinely work very, very hard. A lot of people think they're failing because of lack of motivation. Others think they're failing because they haven't found the right diet. Some think they need more cardio. Some think they need better supplements. And some think they simply don't have enough willpower. In my experience, most of the time, that isn't the real problem. The real problem is noise. The fitness industry has become very noisy. Everywhere you look, there's another opinion, another coach, another influencer, another transformation, another promise, or even another secret. One person says cut carbs, another says eat more carbs, one says fasted cardio, another says never do cardio. One says train 6 days a week. Another says train 3. One says calories matter. Another says hormones matter more. For the average person, that becomes exhausting. And that is where people is going wrong. Because instead of building a process, they start collecting ideas. That's an important difference. A process gives you direction. Random ideas just create confusion. Lots of people who have come to me have spent months bouncing around from one method to another. They'll simply try something for 10 days. They don't get immediate or dramatic effects. Then they move to something else. And it goes on and on. And after a few months, they feel like they've been trying hard, but nothing has moved. And that creates frustration. Frustration often pushes people into more extreme decisions. More cardio, lower calories, harder training, more restriction. Usually that isn't what they need. Usually they need more clarity, more extremes. And this is where I think a lot of people misunderstand fat loss. Getting lean isn't normally about doing something extreme. It is normally about doing simple things properly and for long enough. That's not flashy, and it's definitely not glamorous, and it's not exciting, but it works. You need to train with purpose. Know roughly how much you're eating. Keep food choices sensible. Recover properly. And repeat that consistently, time after time. That is where results come from. Now, when I say simple, I don't mean easy. That's very important for you to understand. Simple and easy are not the same thing. It is simple to understand that if you consistently eat slightly less energy than you use, body fat tends to come down. That's simple. But doing it when you're tired, when you're busy, when you're stressed, when you need to socialise, when you're eating out, when you're travelling or dealing with family life, that's definitely not easy. That's why habits matter. And habits are where people often win or lose. The things that stop progress are not always dramatic. They're often small, but repeated. Mindless snacking, weekend overeating, liquid calories, portion sizes drifting up, rewarding yourself because you've trained. A lot of people can be very disciplined Monday to Friday. Then Saturday and Sunday, they quietly undo most of the week. And often they don't even realise it. They just feel like they've worked hard and aren't getting anywhere. Another thing I see all the time is people confusing effort with progress. This is a big one. You can train hard, you can sweat, you can be exhausted, you can finish a workout feeling absolutely spent, and it's still not be doing the things that actually move the needle forward. That's a tough truth. Because effort feels productive, but effort on the wrong things can leave you completely standing still and plateaued. Directed effort matters more. That means asking better questions. Am I actually being consistent? That, after all, is what changes physiques. That's what gets people lean. And that's what gets results in place and keeps them in place. I'd like your thoughts on this. What do you think stops most people getting lean? Too much noise? Poor consistency? Unrealistic expectations? Or simply trying to do too much? I'll put a poll up on the channel and let me know what you think. Thanks so much again for listening, and if you've liked what you've heard, then please subscribe to the channel. That always helps. Drop me a message and let me know if there's any content that you require in the next podcast. Thank you.